Hey, what is up, fellow critics? Yes, we have another review reaction for you guys. Hey, we're gonna be doing Wu Assassins episode 9. Last episode was pretty crazy. We found out about the Metal Wu. Jenny has become the Fire Wu. She's in a strange predicament. Will she join them or fight and try to save Tommy? But most likely he ended up being killed. So most likely she's probably going to join them. But it's like, why? You know, it's kind of dumb because she can just leave afterwards. But we'll see what happens. So let's go ahead and start the episode up.
And the trip to the afterlife would have a few twists and turns.
Oh boy, don't worry, you're gonna meet the afterlife. Exactly. Oh man, yo, that's like unstoppable. So we found the Water Wu, some lady in Croatia. Very interesting. The water powers seem a little OP. If all she can do, if she can control the water inside your body, or was she just, I guess she was just putting the water in his body, but they didn't show it. Maybe. Either way, it's kind of OP. A little bit of like, I wonder if you could do some like blood bending. That'd be crazy.
If he wants to see his friends again,
Kai will do exactly what McCullough says.
the next time I see you, I'll kill you.
Oh no. Oh, Kai's in a pretty bad predicament. They captured Jenny, captured Tommy. What Jenny should be doing is trying to control her powers, trying to learn it as fast as possible. But I'm really liking the situation my girl Zan and Uncle Six in. Now it's a completely change of power. She's now, one of the top people with Triads, and and now it's like, oh, the tables turn, and now you're out, I'm in, I'm riding in the back seat, and so it's interesting. She's still my girl, though. She's still my girl.
If we don't do everything we can to save our friends right now, you are never going to forgive yourself.
Yeah, pretty much.
Bring me the Wu Jing.
No.
No?
Wow. Surprised that he said no.
Every moment Alec is out of time, the Tao is further corrupted. The universe further out of balance.
Yingling is out. She gave up on him pretty much. What I'm getting at is if McCullough get into that world and pretty much to destroy like time itself, it's just something that shouldn't happens, and it kind of just breaks everything. And you would guess he would want to be there, trying to get there is to see his family, or use that world to get to his family. Or I don't know. Is that what he's trying to do, or is he just trying to take over the world? I'm not 100% sure. They're saying it. He was saying it's kind of impossible for him to get there. But that opening scene where they show the Water Wu get this like item that can, that you can go through the afterlife. So that item might be the item they need to get to that world. So we'll see.
I have what you want.
Oh, he's trying to put her against him. So yeah, it seems like McCullough's trying to play Jenny against Kai. He's trying to make it seem like he's abandoning her and abandoning her brother. He's trying to make sure that she can convince him to give the Wu Jing to him. And he's trying to, give some like rationality to things, like, hey, you can do this. You're a smart person, It seems like at first she was saying like, hey, it's bigger than me. But maybe she'll change her mind. I don't know. You would think that Kai will become, like, if you know him, you would know he would come to save you. So just hold out. Stop it!
I've taken over all the metal in your body. Calcium, iron, copper, zinc. Ergo, I've taken over you.
Oh. So that's how I'm wondering, like, how is the freaking Metal Wu taking over people's bodies? Okay, so he's taking all the copper and okay, that makes sense. It makes sense, but like, do you have full control of someone's body because of that? I mean, I guess you control someone's mind though. When you just have physical control over their body.
I'm anemic.
Oh.
Always have been.
What? Does it work that way? Wait, what? It's like, aren't you trapped inside your mind? You can't just like open a door and get out. All right, so if she's anemic and she doesn't have hemoglobin, she doesn't have all that iron for him to take, she still has control over her body. So that kind of defeats the whole purpose. He has enough to control her. Maybe he doesn't have enough to fully control her mind, but you're still not getting out unless later on you finally get out.
Yes.
The metal wound's in me. I'm fighting it, but it's a bitch. Please tell me you know how to get this thing out.
Oh, well, there you go.
You turn your back on us.
There are larger things at stake than these dogs who don't know their place.
Oh, really? That's so messed up. That is messed up, Zan. Yo, really? You gonna shoot him in the knee instead of fighting him? Wow, that's so messed up. There we go. This kind of action I want to see. Oh! Oh! Oh, I like that move! Oh! 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 Oh, he's killing people now. Whew. That was a good fight scene. Wow. That's probably one of the best fight scenes in the whole show, now that I think about it. It was done really well. I wasn't liking with the gunplay, but once they got rid of the guns, oh, the fight scene's really good. Kai is not playing around no more. He's killing people. Finishing moves. I guess he had the taste for blood, and he liked it.
Alec is powerful. He knows every move you're going to make before you even make them.
She's on our side. Does Alec know that?
Okay, so I was wondering, like, why is it so easy for them to just go get her? But they wanted them to go get her, and just to be like, hey, we still have Tommy, you know? We're not playing. We're gonna kill him.
It's me, Jenny. I'm with you.
You don't think they hear that?
Jenny! Hey, you can scream all you
Jenny!
Oh, so she did not get control. So it was all just a ploy. Oh, okay. McCullough is pretty smart. Pretty smart there. Nice plan.
I never listened to you. I'm sorry.
No. It's on me. I don't blame you.
Nice little scene there. Jenny and Tommy. Nice. I'm liking that scene.
Watch.
Are they gonna kill? Oh! Oh! Oh, damn. They killed him. Wow. Uncle Six is dead. And then all the people who kills him, too. It's freaking Zan. Wow. Wow. I don't even know what to say. Damn. Wow, that's the episode. That's kind of tough what happened there. So let's start from the top. We meet the water illusion. She is in Croatia, and she gets this piece. She kills this guy and gets this like piece that's supposed to, bring you to the afterlife or cross over into the afterworld or something like that. So we see Zan and Uncle Six. They're talking, and Zan is like, hey, we got Tommy and Jenny. Here's the deal. She gives them the phone. I'm like, hey, give us the Earth Wujin, and we'll let them go. And then they're talking. They have a history. So he's still he's still down on her. Like if he was just been nicer, she would have still been by him. So he was still down on her, and she's like, hey, next time I see you, I'm gonna kill you. Whew, my girl Zan, don't play. We also learn about that other world where Kai and Yingling goes to, and she's not there anymore. She's in the past, he says, and we meet the one monk who was actually taking over him. And we find out if McCullough gets to this place, it pretty much end the world. Pretty much, it would just start destroying stuff. It's just something that doesn't supposed to happen that will happen. Kind of influxes everything, messes with time and space, and just destroys everything. So it seems like McCullough, that's what McCullough wants to do. Either he's just trying to get there to end the world, or is he trying to get there to see his family or something like that. I don't know exactly his motives, but he's trying to get there. We have McCullough trying to get Jenny to convince Kai to give him the Wujing, and you know, at first he was trying to play her, make it seem like he wasn't caring about her and stuff like that. So, and then he's trying to be rational, like, hey, you know, you gotta get this done or Tommy's gonna die. So she's in a kind of a predicament, and she's trying to say like, hey, it's bigger than me and all this stuff, but we'll see what happens. We also actually see the real Metal Wujin. He's actually inside of CG. We see CG trying to fight the Metal Wu like out of her body, and then we go inside of her head, and you can see her locked up, and you can see the Metal Wu, you know, saying like, hey, you know, I control all the iron in your body and all this stuff. And she's like, oh, you know, there's one thing that you didn't understand, that I'm anemic. So then she like knocks him out and like locks him, you know, like handcuffs him to the table. And then she's trying to get out, and then it shows that she has control of her body. So she calls Kai. I'm like, hey, you know, I have control of myself, you know, what's going on. So they all decide to go after Jenny and Tommy. So Uncle Six decides to go talk to some of his Triad friends, and still still have loyalty for him, that he can get them to help in and try to save them. And he goes and talks to them, and comes to find out Zan was there with him. So it was a big setup, and they're about to get a good fight in. You know, it's like, oh, 1-on-1, you know, Uncle Six versus Zan, who's gonna win? And then she just shoots him in the knee. Wow. So we have Kai and Lu Jing, you know, storm the castle to save Tommy and Jenny, and really, really good fight scene. Like I said before, I wasn't really liking the gunplay, but the actual fight's really good, and Kai's just killing people now. Really, really good. And Lu Jing is like low-key really good. Like his fight style, his fighting is pretty good too. So there's one thing I love about this series: the actual fight scenes are really good. So they're fighting, you know, the guards trying to get her. Right when they're like pretty much cornered, and they're in a bad situation, all of a sudden fire starts flying, and these guys gets burned up. And comes to find out it's Jenny there, and they find out she actually has the fire Wujing. And, you know, he's like, oh, I told you not to do it. But she's like, hey, either I take it or, you know, McCullough takes it. So what do you want? You know, I can get rid of it later, you know, so makes sense. She tells them, hey, they let me out on purpose. You know, Tommy's not here. McCullough's not here. They let me out just to tell you guys they still got Tommy. You know, this is all a big ruse. They still have Tommy, and they want me to, you know, convince you to give up, you know, the Wujing, because, you know, we're not gonna win. You know, they're already 10 steps ahead of you. And then he's like, hey, well, we got a plan. You know, CG is not being controlled by the Metal Wu right now, so we have an inside man where we good. You know, does McCullough know that? Actually, he does, because the whole thing was a ruse. Maybe it wasn't fully a ruse. Maybe she did have control at some point, but the Metal Wu now has control of CG again. So when Jenny met up with all of them, Metal Wu inside CG is like, hey, you know, I got control of myself. What's the plan? You know, so it's so messed up. They're like, it just shows you how smart McCullough is making this plan. He planned all this out, and it's crazy. So I'm thinking, like, how can they, you know, come out the victor in this? Because McCullough has a really, really good plan. He's actually going to learn their plan before they even execute it. So it's going to be tough. So Kai and Lu Jing make it back to the house, and Lu Jing is pretty pissed off. He's like, you know, where's Uncle Six? You know, he did us dirty. You know, I told you not to trust him. And then there's a phone call, and it's Zan, and she's like, hey, check this out. And they show Uncle Six all beat up, and then she shoots him and kills him. Wow. Wow, it's crazy that of all the people who did it, it's her, because she pretty much idolized this man. You know, he pretty much saved her. She was an orphan. You know, he saved her, but he never respected her for some reason. I don't know why. He didn't have love for her like he had love for Kai for some reason. or I don't know why. It's crazy because she's there with him through thick and thin. She's always been there for him, and he always been throwing her shade, and she just had enough of it. You know, she realized, hey, you don't care about me. Even though I care and sacrifice myself for you, you just don't care about me. And so guess what? I'm killing you. And she said it before. Hey, next time I see you, I'm gonna kill you. And that's what she did. She shot him. He's dead. Wow. So yeah, guys, that is the episode. Guys, let me know what you thought of this episode. Wow, it's pretty crazy what Zan doing to Uncle Six. Guys, yeah, let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Thank you for watching, guys. Make sure you please like, share, and subscribe to Cinema Critics, and we'll catch you next video. Peace out.